Initiating the underwater base search operation, Descendant. Multiple Vulgus signals detected in the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Target neutralization.
Descendant, destroy the device up ahead. Multiple Vulgus approaching from the front. Neutralize them. We're detecting multiple Vulgus signals. Your hover bike from here on out.
Approaching.
Descendant, massive energy signal detected inside the laboratory. Be careful. Operation complete. Great job, Descendant.
Alright, FrenchUber here. Welcome to the step-by-step analysis part of the video, where I explain to you everything from how it's done to where and the little details step by step.
Initiating the underwater base search operation, Descendant.
Okay, so I use the bike sometimes, but not too much, okay, just know that. Alright, so what I like to do is very simple. I like to throw my number 4 somewhere a little bit further, okay? Then my number 3, no, so the number 3 is like a moving, sucking thing. It's going to suck everything around it, okay? So what you want to do is to throw your number 4, which has a massive radius, then use your number 3 to slowly, how to say that? Sorry. Alright, so the number 4 is thrown, okay, it's really big. It goes from point A to point Z. You want your number 3 then to slowly go from A to Z and to bring enemies inside that number 4 radius, so they get killed by that number 4. You throw that first, okay? Okay, so watch carefully again. Number 4, okay, I just throw it a little bit further. But the number 3, just so you know, is going to bang thrown very close to you at first, no matter what. So just step back. I like to step back a little bit, wait for my number 3. Okay, as you can see, that big sucker is just sucking everything where I want it to, okay? This time I throw my number 3 first, okay? Then my number 4 a little bit further to ensure that spawning enemies will still spawn inside that circle if possible, okay? Number 3 again. Okay, there is another variation when your number 4 is not available, okay? What you want to do is to throw your number 3, then use your number 2, and then use your number 1, okay? Or just use your number 3 when your number 1. So number 1 is a little bit like the number 4, but not as good. It's going to kill things, okay? Again, number 4 right at the middle, and my number 3, which is going to save everything. Okay, that phase is done. Simple. Here for this part, just use your shadow. Really, collect the 3 here. Use your shadow for this again. Collect the 4, and you're good to go. Alright, if it's not clear enough, I will show you this place here. So I use my number 4 again, but my number 3 to stack them all inside it, so they just die, okay. Same thing here again. Number 3, I kinda messed up, but it's fine. But number 4, not awesome, not the best play I ever made, but decent, okay. Anyways, I think that's enough. I think that with that you should understand. Now let's show you the boss phase a little bit, so you can also get for that part, okay?
Descendant. Massive energy.
Okay, so if you're on your bike and you use your skill number 4, it's going to cancel the bike and immediately triggers the number 4 skill, okay? So I like to really fly on his face and throw my massive, number 4. Okay. So again, what I like to do is for my number 4 and use my shadow immediately, which does so much damage to him, okay? Boom. I don't know how long that was, but I would say
Inside the laboratory.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 seconds and a half. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching. Now let's go to the build part of the video. Hey guys and girls, French Trooper here. We got a very powerful Descendant. Daya has so much power that I made her build around everything else, okay? For example, cooldown is key, is so necessary. Power, she has so much of it that you can kind of alter it and really, I would say, take the spots for something else, okay? Crit rate is also fairly important, so yeah. Those are the 3 main things I built my Daya around. Yeah, but normally you did see a lot of crits, you did see a lot of spamming, and you did see a good amount of power showcased during this gameplay. Those 3 things are key, and those 3 things are what I'm about to show you. So first, Steel Vanguard, okay. Close, I would say. When it comes to mobbing with the first ability, not with the 4th one or with related to the 3rd one. So in between a little bit those big phases where you're going to kill a whole lot thanks to these 2, you will be using number 1 sometimes to kill some enemies every now and then as well. Steel Vanguard is going to buff that ability, making it fairly reliable. And I would say a good pick to actually use your number 1. Sometimes you're going to kill so much with that, so much. So yeah, Steel Vanguard is going to make your whole mobbing a little bit better. Other than that, so the way it works is simple. Every time you use your number 1, you trigger it, and anything that's close to you gets hit by that every second. This, I would say, is fairly simple. It's all about mobbing and big radius, okay? Just like the picture, there is a massive circle, alright? Okay, now for the build. Something very important, okay? So my crit rate right now is 100%, alright? If I lower it just by a little bit, okay. 96, okay. So just know that my build has a perfect crit rate. Now, my ancestor, I have 131% crit rate, okay? So if you do not have that, I really suggest that you simply do that, okay? And then frontlines is great, but you might miss some crit rate, so yeah, you might have to put some extra crit rate in there, okay? Instead of frontlines, you could go with emergency measures, and then you would have 100% crit rate as well, okay? Just so you know how to replace this. Obviously, if you don't have this, just put emergency measures here, and well, sorry, yeah, just put sorry, skin inside here, and well, I think you got it. So for the rest of the build, you know, well, again, make sure that you, okay, so HP and crit rate both will give you crit rate, okay? So it's something to consider as well, as you will see during the build. So skill expansion, I think range, well, range got nerfed, okay? So we do not get the inversion reinforcement boost anymore, meaning that you have to go with a double range mod, in my opinion. Especially with her, range is very important as well. So many things are important with her, so many, everything almost. Okay, so double range, focus on shield, focus on fusion. Personally, as you did see, because I do have an extra spot which you guys will not have, I added some mod to get extra cooldown, okay? However, I would really not necessarily recommend that, because well, you probably won't be able to, you know, to afford that, because you will need some crit rate acid, okay? At least that's what I like to think. Why is that mod? Okay, MP conversion, nimble fingers, must have, okay, skill concentration. But yeah, as you can see, if you have a decent ancestor, you really can build very different. You don't have to go with so much crit rate, and you have many spots for whatever you want. For the reactor, I went with a cooldown. I really did not feel like I need extra damage at all. So cooldown and Colossus. Colossus just because I also use this reactor for the Colossus as well, the World Crusher. Just so you know, that's simply the reason. Now, okay, to make sure that we have enough HP, which will give us in return some extra crit rate, I went with minus auxiliary power, that dual set, okay, because it gives you max HP on the slots, okay. As you can see, 646, which is max on both components here. Here we have a shield, not HP, but luckily enough, those 3 slots give us enough HP to reach the 100% crit rate, okay. And well, obviously, cooldown here is very important, and extra melee weapon ATK. For the few times when I do use the sword, is why not, okay? Why not? Then, okay, here it's a little bit tricky. So use crit rate here and HP here if you need crit rate, okay? Me, as I showcased, I needed to reach the sweet spot, and that helped me. Those 4 extra little nodes helped me a lot. Range is very important too, so make sure you have the 3 slots here. And I personally went with Arche concentration just to have a more crit damage, but I could have gone with, I believe, a few things. This one, however, was, I think it's obviously great on the boss as well, so it's I think it's a very good pick, and it is very rare that you can actually pick that on a build, so happy. Cooldown, obviously, as I mentioned, you need to reach the max, which is showcased here as min, so best cooldown you can have, okay. Here, I would personally recommend this instead, okay. So extra sword damage, a bit of HP at the right time thanks to this, and there you have extra range for Dia and extra crit damage, okay. So yeah, very simple, very strong. Because you have range here, you might not actually need range on the arcade tuning. Maybe you can remove 1 node, but I'm not sure. I went with max range anyways. So we have that's almost it. Now the shadow. If you hold a sword, okay, just check this out. So 100% crit rate, okay. And now I'm not holding a sword anymore. Oh, 56%. Oh, what happened? Well, the sword, holding a sword will give you 100% crit rate. Just know that. So the shadow, that is my build, extremely strong build, perfect build. Honestly, just copy paste that, you will not find better. Maybe you will, but I don't think so. So there you go. I guess you can check that build too, but I don't really use it, even though the idea is the same. There you go. So thank you for watching. Enjoy playing Daya, enjoy the new content as I'm doing myself. She is strong, you just need to build her right. And she can do everything, you just need to build her even more right. So yeah, see you next time. Like and subscribe for more videos coming, probably for the Infinite Walker. And yeah, bye bye.